Hello everyone, the Duke here, and today I'll be talking about Cloudpunk. I recently finished this game and it's one of my favorites out of the whole year, or at least last year when you'll be watching this video. It's a cyberpunk style game with a pixel art style, similar to like The Last Night. I mean, that's what it reminds me of, except this one's actually released. It's $20, although it goes on sale often for like $7 or $10, and it took me about 12 hours to beat, which I think is perfectly acceptable for the price tag. I mean, I really like this game, and I'll explain why. For starters, this is a very relaxing game. This is not one that's a Twitch shooter or anything like that. This is a game that you sit down and relax with. Like, it'd be perfect to play on the Steam Deck, actually. The story and world building are not told through a cutscene or narration, but simply by interacting with the world, and also when you're driving, you'll get calls with your boss or someone else that help flesh it out. There is an overarching story to Cloudpunk, but the majority of it is just these little side quests in which you get involved in people's lives in strange ways. To give you a brief summary of the story, your name is Rania, and you've come to Nivalis to work for the Cloudpunk delivery service. And it starts off simple, but your first night becomes extremely complicated as you get involved in the citizens' lives and various conspiracies. There is a whole lot to unpack here, and I quite enjoyed it. The presentation, the visuals of this game, and the soundtrack are phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. I don't think there's a prettier game that I've played recently, because I'm a sucker for pixel art games, but also for ones that incorporate realistic lighting with pixel art, like sort of like The Last Night, which I think I mentioned. That one never came out, I don't think, but this is what I wanted. The voice acting, for the most part, is really good, although here's the thing, it's either really good or really bad, and granted, there's only a few characters that have really bad sounding actors. I don't know, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but there's just a few characters that they just sound really bad, and it sounds like they're doing a cartoony voice, and it's completely out of place. The only other thing I guess I don't necessarily like about this game is when you talk to a character, you of course got their little pixelated character, which is fine, and then you have a little display in the bottom, but sometimes when you're talking to random NPCs, these don't match. And I understand that the game does randomize parts of it, but it does kind of take you out of the experience, although it's not a deal breaker. Gameplay wise, there isn't really a whole lot. There are a couple missions that are time sensitive, but most of the time it's just go here, collect this, or if you want to get these collectibles and items to sell or get for a quest, you can do that as well. I do wish there was a little bit more on the gameplay side of things. However, I have heard that the sequel to this game, I think it's Cloudpunk City of... I don't know, I'll put it up here. This one actually fixes a lot of this and has much more stuff to do, although the story does keep you interested enough that I really didn't think about the gameplay that much. Overall, I'm very pleased with this game, and if you're looking for a cool cyberpunk and relaxing experience to play, I'd highly recommend Cloudpunk. It surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be such a good game, and I'll definitely be checking out the sequel in the near future. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this has been the Duke, signing off.